And we are live. Excuse me, just gonna have a quick drink. Hello and welcome to the live stream. I'm Matt on Darian ASMR for any newcomers, and I'd like to welcome you to this evening's event. I have a drop of the old Joy Juice, a nice glass of gin and tonic, so it's going to be... Now, I will warn you, I have a laptop screen behind me so I can see the chat, but I do have a habit of looking at the camera on my laptop screen rather than this camera here. I might raise it up actually. I think I'm going to raise it up. Let's find something I can raise it up upon. Let's see how this works. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. I raise this up, da 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 da. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. There we go. Well, that song always did sound like Danny boy. There we go. Hopefully, that should be still at a very slight angle. There we go. Hopefully, that will not fall. Now, I am going to put the chat box out so that I can see the chat, because that chat box on what I'm using is quite small. Give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me. Sometimes my mic does cut out. Just testing the gain. Yes, I can see the yellow bar. The yellow bar. Yes, that's working. Yes, I can through my voice. Okay. There we go. I'm happy with that. I think I put a link out on Twitter. Yes, and someone has been kind to share my link. So hello if you're there. I have got a nice little glass of G&T, possibly more gin than tonic. I'm just going to move the chat screen over here so that obviously if I have to leave the camera at the live stream for any reason, I will change the background to this. So I will change it to that so that you know I'm taking a quick break. And obviously we will have music playing in the background to keep you entertained. So it's Friday. It's gone 8 o'clock. It's nearly 10 past 8 Greenwich Mean Time. Lumi, hello. Thank you for joining. Lovely to have you here. Hello. So excited that you could be here. Thank you so much. What was I going to do? What was I? Well, how are you? I really should ask, how are you? That is very rude of me. I do apologise. I'm in jovial, merry mood this evening. I've got a glass of gin and tonic, possibly more gin than tonic. In fact, possibly no tonic at all. Neat gin. Let's see what the night involves. Naughty on Darian. So, went out at lunchtime for Christmas. For any newcomers to these live feeds, I have a habit of chopping and changing. I sometimes think I must be ADHD because I jump around these live streams like a kangaroo on a pogo stick, waltzing Matilda backwards and doing backflips through a giant flaming hoop. Now that obviously doesn't make any sense to you, and it certainly doesn't make any sense to me, but let's face it, that's how I roll, baby. And as you can hear, my voice is a little dappist. Hello. Thank you for joining. How are you as well? How are you all? As you can tell, my voice is a little bit richer this evening. I may have a slight... If we don't get to the actual voice acting recording, it doesn't matter. We're all here. It's Friday night, UK time, GMT. GNT. Oh yes, that's the good stuff. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so basically, if the screen goes blank and music starts playing, I haven't ended the live stream. I am just taking 5 for obvious reasons. I don't know if I'll get to the voice acting because, as you can tell, my throat is a bit funny. Oh, good! I'm so glad to hear that. That's got to be much easier. Indeed, that has got to be much easier for you, Dappist. I'm so glad. I am honestly, genuinely pleased to hear that, because I can't even begin to imagine how uncomfortable that must have felt. So to know that you are relieved of that, it is, you know. I'm just gonna adjust my camera a little bit more, and it's going to fall. Stay. 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 Good. Good. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah, I'm not sure what volume this, gin is. But as you can see, it's already made. I'm repeating myself already. It's Friday night. I hope that Simplicity ASMR joins us, because I've already challenged her to make me laugh this evening, so we shall have to see what happens, won't we? I'll tell you what, who wants a... hands up everyone who wants a Santa's head segment. Shall I put this on and do something Christmassy? Hands up or thumbs up if you want that. Because I think I already have a thought. So bear with me. I will just find the song. let's start this out as we need to carry on. I think we need to. So I am not going to disappoint people. I am going to put this on, and we are going to have a giggle. And I actually knock the camera over. Isn't that typical? I actually knock the camera over. And it's come out. Oh dear, oh dear. I may have had a few. Right. Let's try and fix this. We can fix this. As Bob Ross would say, we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. And we learn to work with those accidents. So we carry on. So I deactivate. And I reactivate, because you can still hear me. You can still hear me. So let's deactivate. You saw me briefly just then. So let's activate the camera. There we go. Hello. There we go. Ooh, looks a bit. At this angle, looks a bit sunny. Looks a bit sunny. You know. Yeah. Bam, bam. With that, I should feel like I should be putting sunglasses on, like Horatio in CSI Miami. You know. Because it always seems to have an orange glow. ASMR in my lap, anybody? Amanda! Amanda, hello. I've been waiting for you. I've had a gin. Well, I've got a gin. And I'm just mucking around with my camera. I had a little accident with my camera. And it's at an angle. And I'm talking in a silly voice. We have begun. It is Friday. Yes, indeed. I promise I'll never do that voice again. That actually is a hark back from my childhood when I used to have a soft toy frog. And that was the voice. I mean, obviously I had a much more high-pitched voice than that. Of course, if I ever have a puppet of my own, that's the voice I'd give the puppet. So I am just going to try and untangle my headphones, because I think that was the cause of the camera to fall. So let us try and fix this before I make myself look like a complete fool again. So let us, because I'm going to make a complete fool of myself anyway, so, you know, it may as well work that I make myself look a complete fool at the same time that I'm already looking like a complete fool. You know, posh English accent, you know, a proper English Charlie. If you know what I mean. I'm still looking at the wrong camera. I should be looking at this camera. I'm looking at my old camera on my computer. And talking in a very, very silly English voice. But then I'm English, so I'm very silly anyway. The English are known for being silly. I'd wear a pair of purple socks. Now wouldn't that be silly? I don't have purple socks. I have blue socks, green socks, grey socks, a lot of grey socks, a lot of black socks, red socks. I'm not into baseball. Cheers, my dears. Yar. By the way, though, this ain't Scrumpy. This is gin. The proper stuff. Hampton Court gin. From the Six Wives of Henry VIII distillery. I bought this at the Hampton Court Flower Show. Ooh-har. I don't know why I'm talking in like a West Country stroke pirate accent. But I'm here for the ride, and so are you. Let's have some fun. So, first of all, I've got to make sure there's no adverts on this. So we've got to... Yeah, the volume's down. Yes, there's an advert. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that is so warm. That is so warm. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Woo! People are probably wondering, what on earth is he doing? We might do another one later. And I've spilled some gin. What a waste. Oh, well, I hope that worked. I absolutely hope that worked. We could do Shakin' Stevens or Slade. We have to do it Slade later. So, granted, 2 viewers. Thank you for being here. Absolutely adore you for being here. Thank you so much. I probably scared the other viewers away, but that doesn't matter. With my eccentricity and my imagination, but we make do with what we have, and I am still in the voice acting mood. You know what I'm saying? The password. The black eagle is sitting on the red flower pot. Comrade Goonswich. Loose lips sink ships. Ooh, that's strong stuff. We are just getting warmed up though. That was just the beginning. I've got plenty. I've got a whole bag of Santa with your name on it. A whole bag of Santa with your name on it. And the more I drink of this, the fun gets funner. Does that make sense? You know, no. The fun gets funner. Think about that. Let's face it, these live streams are spontaneous, random, eccentric, sometimes a little bit tipsy. Like tonight, we have a little drinky winky, and people don't have any idea what's going on. I don't either, but that's the whole fun of it. That's the whole point of these live streams. They are supposed to be spontaneous. You know, they are. That's the whole point of a live stream. Sometimes you can't plan a live stream. Sometimes the best live streams are the ones that go unplanned. I'll give you an example. One of the best unplanned live streams is Jodie Marie. Absolutely, Jodie Marie ASMR is fantastic. Oh, that's okay, Amanda. That is okay. Yeah, you carry on lurking. I don't mind lurkers. If you're here and you're lurking, I drink to you. I am a little tipsy. I am a little tipsy, maybe. I'm a little bit tipsy, I suppose. Hello, Kirby. Yeah, I can't remember what volume this is, but this is good stuff. Magic potion, Dutch courage, call it what you will. It opens doors that has never been opened. It is the key to the doors of perception. Aldous Huxley. No, he took mescaline to open his doors of perception, and he wrote on the first 400 pages, "My brain is melting." But it was the book that the critics latched onto. Nice big gulp there, because this is neat. I will admit I'm drinking neat gin, so anything could happen. Why am I whispering? Have we entered the library? Well, I suppose this room is a bit like a library when you look at all my books. Look at all my books with the Christmas lights. I've just seen your tweet. Oh God. I need a drink. I need a drink. Oh, down in one. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Stop. Oh God. Oh, oh, oh dear. Oh God. Uh, hello, me. Hello, me. Oh, oh God. Oh, oh, hello, Minnie. Thank you for being here. Oh, I hold you responsible, Amanda. I hold you. Oh, 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 achy, achy, achy muscles. Oh God. Oh, oh, ow, 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 ow. Oh, 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 oh. Internal bruising, that's what's going on from my endoscopy. I've still got internal bruising. That's why I took a break last week, because I knew it would hurt too much to laugh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh dear. And now, and now, and now, and now, and now, and now. Oh dear. Like a human orangutan. The only difference is orangutans can't smile. Hence my nickname for them, or at least me and my dad's nickname for them, Captain Grumpy Chops. Have a pleasant evening. I don't know where that came from. I'm sure it's something that someone used to say. What should we talk about? What shall we do? I've completely forgotten what we're doing. It's a live stream, isn't it? We've already had one song. We've already had the Santa head come out. Please help me. Please help me with this one. This live stream is a bit more complicated because I really came in with no idea what I wanted to do. Hello, my little petit bois. It is I, Marcel, popping my cock for you. Do you know I've made my New Year's resolution? Oh, I'm quoting. Oh dear. I might go and get another gin later though. I might get a second gin. What do you think? Another gin? Another gin? Without the tonic? Look at your Twitter, Matt. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Oh dear. We don't really have. We don't. We don't really do sort of traditional Christmas stuff. We're very sort of basic. Well, no, basic's not the word. We don't really go in for much tradition at Christmas. You know, we do presents. We have the meal. I watch Doctor Who, although that will be on New Year's Day. But we don't really do anything traditional at Christmas. Me and my family, we're not traditionalists. I'm usually a Grinch or a Scrooge up until at least December the 1st. How's that sound? I just saw this little... I've got several doors in my Lego Advent calendar to open, so... I've got my headphones on, so I can... I think I've got a better one somewhere. Trying not to demolish my desk. I can actually hear what I'm doing and saying. Oh, I beg your pardon. How's that? Crinkly? there we go. I think that's enough. Well, basically the trick I'm going to be doing, you see, is I'm going to be taking that footage and turning it into ASMR videos. So anything I do during these lives will then be done as highlights for my channel, because I honestly don't really want to make any generic mainstream ASMR videos. You may have seen a very long tweet on my thread today. I really want to just continue with the Lord of War and Heartache as my main project. So any ASMR triggers I do during these live streams, I will actually download these live streams and I will cut them and edit them. So anything like this, you know, that I do, I will actually edit from the live streams. So, you know, I don't have to actually make any extra videos. It's all here, and I can, you know, so this is for do something, and I'm going to change. There's going to be a slight alteration in sound as I take this off and put the extra furry. If I can get this on, I can never actually get this on first time. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Should have done this to begin with, but you know, we live and learn. We live and learn. And I can't get the thing on. I seem to have lost the ability to use my hands. There we go. Please give me a round of applause if I actually succeed. Otherwise, we'll be going back to putting that on, because that's so much easier. Start. We are trying to get this furry head up on the furry hat of audio, the furry audio hat. I am so sorry. It's turned from relaxing to bangety bangety bang bang. Bang bang, bang bang, bang bang. Oh, you pretty bang bang, we love you. Blah 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 blah. Da da la la da la la da da. Yeah, da da la la da. We're trying to get this on. La da da la la da. We're trying to get this on. We're trying to get this microphone cover right on. We're trying to get this microphone on. We're trying to get this right on. We're trying to get this right on. We're trying to get this right on. But it's not going. It is not going on. And it isn't going. It isn't going on. Oh, this is annoying. This is annoying me. I want to get this on my microphone. I want to get this on my micro. Get off my microphone. Get on my microphone. Yes. I have no idea why I did that, but, you know. Chitty, how you pretty bang bang, chitty bang bang, we love you, and our pretty bang bang, chitty bang bang loves us you. Hi, how, anyway we go, one chitty, we depend. You will go on. You
well, go on. This could end up being a live stream where people just watch me trying to fight with a microphone and trying to get a microphone wind cover on the microphone. How many times can I say microphone before it becomes jamais vu and doesn't sound like microphone at all? Just some random sounds. Random sounds. Random sounds. If you eat little baby's ice cream, you'll wink. Little baby's is a feeling. I think we go back to Spongy. We go back to Spongy, and I try and put this one, put the fuzz hat, microphone fuzz hat, on at a later date. You know what? I am going to give it another go. Little baby's ice cream is a feeling. Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who likes berries and cream. Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and the cream. Yay! The fluff ball is on. Let us hope it stays. But the fluff ball is on. Oh yes. The fluff ball is on. No, it's not.
The furry hat of ASMR is now on. I think that's better. I'm sure. 0 viewers? How have I got 0 viewers? Where did you all go? Where did you all go? How is that possible? How is that possible? It says there's one person watching, but that could be me. And you know what? I don't care. I am not bothered by that. Because in all honesty, I'm here, I'm doing what I enjoy doing the most, and I'm doing it because I love doing it. I love being a content creator. I really do love doing what I do best. And that's being creative, imaginative, original, you know, anything like that really. I have done live streams where there has been no viewers at all, and that is true. That is absolutely true. And I've just carried on talking. I've turned it into a vlog because it's watchable. Everyone can watch it back. Oh, I'm so delighted to hear that. That is actually very, very reassuring. YouTube, YouTube, if you are watching, and I'm sure you are, to watch out if I say anything naughty or mean or anything like that, which I'd never do, because I'm a complete gentleman. I am a gentleman, It has now jumped up to 2, so thank you for joining me. I would never jeopardize my possible... Julie! Hello! I was, I'd just been looking at stuff on here. We've had a bit of silliness. I've had some drinks. Well, I've had a drink, 1 G&T,
gin, no tonic. Yeah, I might be a little bit tipsy, so anything could happen in the next half hour. Dum 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 dum. Stingray, stingray, da la da da da, stingray, stingray, da la da 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 la. Sorry.
Amanda's already had me cracked up. I am too exhausted to laugh. Yeah, Amanda's just shared some very silly photos. Oh dear, very very silly photos on Twitter, and she succeeded in making me laugh. So I've exhausted myself. Exhausted. Yay, drunk stream time. I might go and get another drink in a minute. Who has to have 100k to have a drunk stream? You don't need a huge amount of people to do a tipsy or drunk stream, you know? I know. Yes, you know it, you know it, you know it, you know it. I'm glad you're here, actually, Julie. For a moment, I'm going to try and be serious here, even though I'm a bit tipsy. I do have a few bits and pieces that I'd like to send you at some point, in regards to the new project. So I will probably drop you a message on Twitter over the weekend. There's a few extra bits and pieces I've found that might be helpful. I am waiting to hear from a potential extra 5th participant. Whether or not they do join, I don't know. I'm very happy to have you, Black Cat, Zombie Star ASMR, and Nanichi ASMR on board. So, you know, but the door's still open for people who want to participate in that project. If you're watching this back and you're enjoying this stream and you're wondering what I'm talking about, drop me a message and I will gladly I didn't even know you were feeling unwell, Julie. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I've got some bits and pieces I can send you, some ideas and things. I think I sent you a test script that I thought you might like to have a look at. I think I've already sent you that. But if anyone's watching this and wondering what I'm talking about, do drop me a message on social media, and we can discuss it further. I'm not going to go into details here because it's very long and arduous to explain. But I'm really excited for this particular project. I know that Julie in the chat has said that it's going to tick off one of her bucket list items. So I'm happy to help you out there. I'm really happy to be able to help you out there. And I'm truly grateful for you helping me out, Julie. Thank you so much. As I said, if anyone else is interested, drop me a DM on Twitter, Instagram, or you can email me at all lowercase greatwesternfanatic, all one word, at gmail.com. greatwesternfanatic at gmail. Start again. greatwesternfanatic at gmail.com, all lowercase. You can find it in my About tab on my channel. So yeah, I know I feel really excited about it too. I feel really good about it because of what the fact that we're you know, I think what we're going to be doing is is something really, really exciting. I mean, there's been small elements of it in the ASMR community before, but not on this scale, and not at this level. I really am truly passionate about getting this idea off the ground, because I think I really do think it will pave the way for something truly amazing in the ASMR community. It will open doors to ASMR content that has never been 100% truly considered before. You know, there have been ASMR artists that have done what we're doing, but not on such a grand scale. The fact that 5 of us are involved in this one project, I maybe 6 of us. I may have to wait and hear from a potential 7th as well. So you know, we might have possibly 7 people on board, but I really do need to get in contact with at least the potential 7th, or at least the potential 6th, shall we say. I'm being very cagey. I'm being very cautious. I have this tendency to get so passionate that I let my passion get me carried away. And I think that can be a problem. I honestly think that can be a problem. See, once I've had a drop, a wee dram, a wee drop of alcohol, I open up a bit more. You know, I start talking a bit more. But I'm also much more wary about what I say. I'm much more careful about what I say. It kind of opens up my mind, and I'm still looking at that camera behind my computer when I should be looking at this camera here that my finger is going in front of. So,
Good evening. Bzz. Meh. Good evening. So, you know, this project, it's gonna be so much fun. I think there's so much, but I honestly believe there is so much potential in what we're doing. And yes, I am going to go around the houses with this topic. You know, I don't know why, but I always feel uncomfortable about actually saying. It's surprising, isn't it? Because if you saw, I mean, I've deleted all the tweets from my Twitter feed, mainly because I realised it was cluttering up my feed, and it didn't need to have all that publicity, you know, that stuff. So I've taken down the majority of it, but people can still. Well, the person I'm waiting for is actually someone who can do what we're doing. I've already shared their channel with them. They are actually a tarot reader, but they can do what we are doing in this project. So they reached out to me, and I'm waiting to hear back from them. They haven't said yes, but they haven't said no. If it's yes, absolutely fantastic to have them on board. If it's no, I wish them all the very best, and I thank them sincerely for showing an interest. As I say, they've said to share the channel with the participants of this project, because they will be. I think they're super excited because it's giving them reason to get back into something they love doing. So, you know, I think I've given them a sense of purpose, and a way to potentially increase traffic and interest in their new channel. It is the one whose link I sent, yes. Yeah,
She's an amazing person. She's become a really good friend. She's not an ASM artist, but she has a really amazing tarot reading channel, and some of the things that she's read out for me have been so accurate. It's absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, she can actually do what we're doing for this project, which is amazing. And I'm hoping if she does say yes, she will be able to join the chat group that we've got up and running, and perhaps possibly offer tips, advice. Obviously we won't rely on her solely. You know, I've shared enough information and channels that I think we can get everything we need in one place. I've tried. The reason I've set up this chat group is to have it as a resource, so we can share ideas of things like costuming, music, moves, things like that. You know, and practice footage as well. You know, anything we want to share. Honestly, I don't know how active some of the members are, and I know that you and Nanichi are quite active. Not everyone can be active all the time on Twitter, unlike me. I'm almost obsessed with Twitter. I love it too much, and that can always be a bit of a. It can backfire. It can very much backfire, which is a bit of a I can quite imagine you'll come up with something quite unique. I know you said you've already ordered a top, but you know, do what you want. Be as creative as you want to be. You know, because I know you're very keen about this. I have to say, I was very pleasantly surprised when you reached out to me, Julie, about this, because, you know, I honestly was genuinely incredibly happy, of course, but I was surprised at first. I you know, well, exactly. Twitter is a lifeline for anyone, really, in my book. But I mean, for example, in the Academy project that we've got underway, Zoe Esther ASMR is joining us as the healer. The original participant had to withdraw, so I've actually rewritten the script to better cater to Zoe Esther's style and content. And of course, like all participants, I'm very, very happy for her to include. I'm hoping she's either watching this back, or I will be sharing this link with I'll probably be putting timestamps in as well. But you know, I'm really happy for people to upload whatever they make onto their own channels. You know, I'd said that to, for example, in chapter 16, T for 2 ASMR. She actually uploaded hers before the actual chapter, which I absolutely blessed, because it drummed up interest for the rest of the chapter. Hi, Miss Chic. Thank you for joining. I am kind of. So we're just discussing the new project. Julie, Sleeping Artist ASMR, as you know, is involved, and there's 5 of us involved. There's myself, Julie, Black Cat Aura, Nanichi, and Zombie Love ASMR. I beg your pardon, it's Zombie Love. That's okay. Yeah, we'll yeah, thank you for dropping by. I forgot there was a couple of premieres tonight, but we'll see how this goes. If I feel I've said everything I need to say, we'll probably try and jump in and join others. But if I'm sort of in a rambling mood, which I seem to be, we shall have to play it by ear. But thank you for being here. I absolutely adore everyone being here who can make it, and I really appreciate it so much. As I said, at the moment we're sort of discussing the new project, and how exciting it is and everything, and I kind of feel like it's going to be a huge success, because everyone's going to just come up with their own ideas, and I think it's going to be so interesting. As I say, there have been a small number of ASM artists who've done what we're doing, but not on this scale, and not to the sort of concept that we're doing as well. This is something new. This is something incredibly new, and it came off the back of the idea came off the back of chapters 7, 9, and 13. As you know, Arundella, Elena, and Cassandra, and of course Shy, formerly played by Tifa 2. Her video's up on her channel, so I recommend you go and have a look. In fact, I'll tell you what. I will share with you the link to her channel, and it will give you an idea of what we're trying to achieve. And this is for everyone that's joining in the replay of the live stream. So you can still see the chat. I don't delete the chat. There we go. I'll just make sure I've turned the sound off, because I don't want the audio spilling through into the live stream if it starts. There we go. Yeah, there is an advert. I need to go into the chat window. Yes, I did, Dappist. I'm absolutely happy with it. Thank you so much. I am really happy with what you sent me. I should have responded, and I'm so sorry that I haven't. I really do apologise for that. That's an oversight on my part. Well, that's okay. Yeah. My not responding wasn't on purpose. It was an oversight. Obviously, working 5 days a week, very long hours. I can only sort of very limit my messages to certain points. So, but I'm really happy with what you've sent me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, honestly, so much. It looks absolutely fine. Yeah. As I said, Dappist has sent me a video for the Academy project, which should have been the summertime project for 2021, but things haven't exactly gone according to plan, and it's kind of been put back to possibly early 2022, mid 20. This new project is for sort of mid to late 2022. Touch wood, and I have got a wooden desk top, so touch wood. All being okay, and once everyone's got their costumes and perhaps learnt a few moves, which I will be doing as well. don't think just because I'm the host I'm not going to be participating as well in the idea. That's the whole point of this project. I feel the need that I need to prove myself as much as anyone else in this. Everyone else is putting in the effort. I need to as well. So I am going to be a character as well. I'm going to be playing Maximus. I am going to be playing Maximus in the project as well, but I'm creating a brand new character that I can do on video. I thought maybe, Julie, if you're still here, you and I could possibly Zoom call each other and practice together or something, just for a giggle. I don't know how you feel about that. Just for a giggle, because I don't know, because you said you were looking for, but that's okay, Julie. I don't know if you heard that, but I said perhaps you and I could Zoom call, or if you're on Discord, we can video call on that or something and practice together, just for a giggle. I don't know. I really don't know how you feel about that. No pressure, obviously. Yeah, because we're all doing all five of us are doing the same thing. As I said, I will be playing Maximus, but I probably won't be committing him to video like I did for Chapter 16. He will probably remain audio for this project, and my new character will be video. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. I probably will lose the beard. Maximus has facial hair, but because I've already got a still photo of him, that is not a problem. I would rather have no facial hair for my new character. But I definitely think we could try it. Then we can encourage each other. Not that we need any encouragement, but we can sort of boost each other's morale and what's the word? Confidence. And I think that would work, because what we're doing, for anyone watching this back, what we are doing is taking a huge amount of confidence in all of us to be involved. I'm not exactly the smallest person on the planet, so this is. Oh, thank you, Simplicity. Yeah, he will be involved in this quite a big way, because he is very much in charge of this new troop. That's what it is. It's his dream to start a new troop. But of course, if you've seen the videos I've made, it explains it in all the chapters that I've created. The first one, the first video in the series, which technically already sets the scene with Maximus and Rafik. I'm going to do one with Rafik and Arik. Rafik persuading Arik to help Maximus, which is what happens basically. Maximus basically asks Rafik to see, that's the thing, Julie. We can encourage each other. We can both yeah, exactly. We can both encourage each other and support each other, and really have a lot of fun. I think that's the thing. And what we're doing doesn't know body size anyway. That's what a lot of people think about it. They think you have to be, but in reality, it's just going to do something. And we're back. We are back. That's it. So yeah, I am still looking to see if people are interested in joining. No pressure, of course. If you're still watching, if you're watching this back and you want to know what it's all about, sorry, you've lost me there, Amanda. I think it's because of. Oh, that's gone a bit. There we go. My screen's gone a bit yellow, but I've adjusted it now. So hopefully in a few seconds it'll go from yellow to a bit more. Well, I think what Julie means, Amanda, is about what we're doing, really, because it is quite. But I'm sure you'll be able to. I kind of sobered up. I'd sober up very quickly. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I've just seen the picture go from a bit discoloured to a bit better. So there we go. Just checking some quick messages on Twitter. Ooh. Oh, I see. We're not exactly the smallest of people, especially for what we're doing. I think that's what Julie meant. We're both very sort of well-constructed people, to put it politely. But I'll let Julie explain. Basically, so am I. Yeah, pretty much. We both, and that's the thing. People get the idea about what we're doing. They get the wrong idea, and it can be awkward. But we're Jesse. Hello. But yeah, we're doing what we're doing as part of this project because we want to do something different. We want to stand out from the crowd. I think, as I say, I really think that this whole project could open new windows. Let's face it, what we're doing is we're beyond being embarrassed by because of what we're doing. You might think I'm being evasive by not saying what we're doing, but the reason I'm being evasive is because I have been overly over enthusiastic about it, and I'm trying to keep myself balanced. As I said, it's not every day you get a project like this come along, and it really will, I think, create waves in the ASMR community. I really think it will. Whether or not people actually take it on board and try it for themselves, I have no idea. That's for them to decide. But I honestly believe in what we're doing, and I really think it's going to be huge. I really honestly think it's going to be popular, because as I say, the reason I try not to say too much about it because I kind of don't want to go over the top again. I am basically going around. I am basically going around the houses. I admit that. That's how I do it. So yeah. I don't know whether or not to go and get another gin and tonic. I don't know. Isn't it amazing how when you start talking about something, it can actually sober you up? Because this is a serious project. As you know, and I say this sincerely, I honestly take the safety and welfare of all my participants in the Lord of War and Heartache incredibly seriously. And what we're doing for this project is really going to push the boundaries. And people that are on board understand that. They really do. And I'm so grateful for them seeing my vision and agreeing to work with me on it. I really do think. Thank you, Julie. And as I say, I'm truly happy that you're on board for this. It was. Oh, you mean go for another gin? You mean go for another gin? I think I will. I think I will in a minute. Maybe it might make me less evasive. I don't know why I'm so evasive about this project. Sort of talking about it in the way I am. I guess I'm just nervous. I am nervous because I don't know how it's going to be received by the ASMR community. It really is an unusual concept. It's only sort of been. This is the first time that multiple characters of this kind are going to appear in one place at one time. Prior to that, we've had individual characters across 3 chapters. Arundella, Elena, and Cassandra. And then, of course, we've got the Academy as well, which is still in production. And then, of course, we've got this project. I really don't know why I get so nervous about this. I really don't know why I get so nervous about it. I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. Because it is something I believe in so much, and I think it's the nerves that put people off. Because if I show I'm nervous about it, people wonder if I really do have the conviction and the motivation to go ahead with it. Well, yes, I do. But I'm always very nervous about talking about it because you never know how people are going to react. You never ever know how people will react. As I say, I did over promote it, the idea, on Twitter, and if you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen the tweets which are now gone. It started with a couple of polls, but I've got rid of them. Polls don't tell you anything. They don't even show you. People can just click yes for the sake of clicking yes, and it tells you absolutely nothing at the end of the day, especially if you're using them to try and find legitimate participants. I really think that this. See, I'm going around the houses again because it really does, make me very wary about what we're doing. Not in a sense of why are we doing this, because I know why we're doing it. I believe that the concept is truthfully amazing for ASMR. I really believe there is potential ASMR in the topic in hand. But I think it's because it's so unique, so niche, so unexplored. It's ASMR that's virtually unexplored. A few content creators have barely scratched the surface of this idea, and we are going in full pelt and just Sage, hello. Thank you for joining. How are you? So good to see you here. Could I request just a wave from everyone who is in the chat? I'd like to know who is actually here and talking, really, just to get an idea who to address. Yeah, as I was saying, Sage, I was kind of talking about the new project that Julie's involved in. I know, obviously, it's not your cup of tea, really, at all, especially under the circumstances. I've had a drink, by the way. I'm a bit merry. Thank you, Dappist. I don't mind lurkers. Please do continue lurking. It's not long now, though, Sage, till your husband comes back, is it? Can't be that many days now, is it? Did you say it's the 17th he comes back? Because I can imagine that's going to be quite an event for you and your kids. So I'm sure you'll probably want to step away from the camera for a bit and spend quality time with him. I mean, that's a long time to be away from home, whatever you're doing. Yeah, I think that's an incredible. Yeah, it is, Miss Chic. It is. It is. Julie's involved. Black Cat Aura ASMR's involved. Zombie Love ASMR's involved, and Nanny Chi ASMR is also involved, and of course myself. As I said before, I'll be doing Maximus as audio, but I will be creating my own character for the project. As I said, don't be on social media. Be with him. Be Sage. Let me stop you there. As a friend, be with him when he gets home. Stay off social media. You and him have been apart for I don't know how long now, and the amount you've been through, the amount of work and looking after children, and has been incredible. I absolutely salute you. Everything you've done has been an inspiration to many people. It may not sort of in your mind feel like that, but well, don't cross that bridge unless you reach it. Don't cross that bridge just yet. Do what you need to do. Don't, be there. Be there with him. Don't worry about us. Do not worry about us. We can look after ourselves in the ASMR community. Whisperwind will always be there. No. I apologise. That's come out. That's come out really badly. I retract that. I'm so sorry. Your channel will always be active. We know that. We know that you will always have ideas, and your creativity is superb. And I genuinely mean that. I mean that so much, Sage. You are one of the kindest, most creative, imaginative, original. You're a huge inspiration to me. You were one of the first fantasy storytelling ASM artists that showed me that such a concept can work. You proved through your channel that I could try my own format, my own creation. And I think that's what works so beautifully in the difference between Whisperwind and The Lord of War and Heartache. We're both very character driven. I won't deny that. We are both very driven by characters. But I'm very linear in my storytelling. It is going. Your storytelling is as well. But the beauty I see in Whisperwind is the fact that you always take it back to its roots, back to where it all began. And I think that's what makes Whisperwind so unique and special to me, anyway, as a viewer, because you always take it back to its home. You always return, no matter where we're taken in your world. We always return to the warmth and love of Whisperwind. Whether it's Rhea or Farron or Victoria or Luna, it always comes back to that warmth and love that emanates from that village. And I think that's what makes, for me personally, what makes Whisperwind so special, because it does have a heart. It has a centre point, a focal point. My focal point for my series, in comparison, is the Tyrant King, the villain. And he hasn't even appeared yet. Only in the mind of the diplomat once. And I think, to me, I think that's where we are so different. We're both very similar in the veins of how we do it, but I'm following a path that veers off, of course, but you always find your way home. And I think home is so, home is where the heart is. It really is. And I think for something like Whisperwind, that is so right. That is absolutely. I'm kind of fanboying here. I am I'm not going to deny it. I was a fan of your channel long before we started talking and became online friends. I really wasn't. You really have been an inspiration to me. But I think also the other thing is, whereas mine is, we're both our channels are episodic. We both have chapters and things. But yours whereas mine sort of have a beginning, middle, end, an end. All your stories flow into one another. Mine are very, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. It's very structured. My story, in comparison, is very structured. Now, obviously, I can always see structure and such incredible deep thought into what you create. And that to me, this is kind of my shout out to you, Sage. I will be honest. This is kind of my shout out to you, because you know you proved to me through Whisperwind that it can be done. And the thing is, I never actually... Yes, I will. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, Miss Sheik. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope it goes really well. Yeah, I'm kind of on a roll here. I have to admit. So I'll kind of carry on, because at the moment, yeah, you know, I know I'm kind of focusing on one person, but I'm going to say this, Sage. You and your creativity have made such an impact on me as a content creator, as a storyteller. I obviously try my incredible best not to... You know, you have your own style. You have an absolutely unique, refreshing, original, creative, loving style. And I see that in every video you make, every little glimpse that your character gives us in the videos, every little, you know, glance and smile and, you know, greeting, whether it be the sort of shocked greeting, you know, surprised greeting, or the, you know, the warm, friendly smile greeting, or even Farron's, you know, sort of getting warmed to our presence sort of greeting. You know, she I just yeah, thank you so much for being my inspiration, for being so creative, being so original. You know, thank you, Sage. I genuinely mean that. Thank you to everyone that's been involved in my project from the start. You know, the first 3 chapters were just me on my own, and then chapter 4, boom, the first collaboration I ever did. Julie was part of that collaboration. Black Cat Aura was part of that collaboration, and it has just grown from that. My world is huge. And another thing I will thank you for, Sage, actually, is introducing me to incarnate.com. Oh my god. If you like maps, my friends, whoa. If you like creating fantasy maps, and this is not sponsored, this is just me talking to you. Wow, what a website. What an absolute website. It is fantastic. I love it so much. You know, I have created several maps, in fact. There's a couple that I haven't made. There's several that I've made public, and there's several that I have not made public at the moment. There's a lot of things. I've just shared the link. I've just shared the link for Incarnate, because if you also do Dungeons and Dragons, which I know you do, Sage, you know. Oh, Julie, it is so user friendly. It is incredibly user friendly. I absolutely. I mean, how many maps have I got on here now? Oh no. How many maps have I created now? No, I don't want that. I now have 10 maps on my system, on my board. I think out of all of them, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 of them have been made, out of the 10 have been made public. and it is so easy to use. Yeah, I mean, my maps are very linear, very I don't go in for very what's the word? Sort of, my maps are very structured, very sort of, you know, I don't have a full continent, because the story is only set in a very small portion of the continent. Yeah, they are incredible. It is incredible to use. I wonder if I can do this. I wonder if I can do this. Where is it? Where is it? We unlock. I don't know if that works. I've got to have a look at my screen to see how this works, because this is probably going to change. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get this working. So I've just minimized my picture, so it'll probably change on camera. You can still see me in the top left hand corner. We're going to go to game capture, capture specific window. Oh, look at that, it actually works. It actually works. Microsoft OneDrive. We don't want Microsoft OneDrive. Capture any full screen application. So let's have a quick look. If this doesn't work, we'll just go back to the main. We'll just go back to the main event. Might not actually work, but we'll give it a go. No, specific window. No, you're not at the moment, Dappist, because I'm trying to. No, that's that's something else. I'm trying to see if I can get Google, my Google Chrome window of the same executable. No, that's something else. No. Sadly, I'm unable to find what I'm looking for, so we will come out and we will return it back to its original. So we shall see. There we go. Unfortunately, that did not go according to plan. I do apologise, but we tried. It may not have worked, but we tried. I have just had an epiphany. I have just had an absolute epiphany. There is one way I can do this. One absolute amazing way I can do this. We need to go to game capture again. Oh, Ondarian ASMR, you are a genius. Oh, I can't believe I didn't think of that. I am sorry, I am blowing my own trumpet here, but this could work. let's have a look. This, I think I'm going to be quite proud of this if this works. Don't want PNG, we want JPEG. There we go. Yes, 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 I can show you, I can show you, I can show you. Oh, this is brilliant, this is brilliant. I'm going to shrink the screen, I'm going to shrink my screen, and you are going to see something I am really proud of. I made this on Incarnate, so I need to... There we go. There we go. What I've covered up is... What I'll do is I'll move that to between Port Cole and Port Allen. No, we'll move it there because there's no cities of importance there. So I'm sort of in the middle of the screen. You can't quite see it yet. I don't think... it's possible it needs to be pulled into the live window. I am in OBS, but I've successfully done what I wanted to do. And you are going to see this. You probably are already seeing this. I've done it as a background. But this is so... I'm so happy with this. I'm just going to wait and see if it's worked on my... Oh yes. Oh yes. I am... Oh, this is good. This is good because I can now show you what you're looking at. This is actually the background window, but what you're looking at here is the map of the continent of Monarchy, and this is where the story takes place. You can't see my mouse. I don't know if there is an option to show the mouse. Bear with me, because we will try and... That's the camera. That is the camera. Oh no, we can capture the cursor. We can capture the cursor. So you might not be able to see it. But let's see what happens. So what you're looking at here is the map of the Ondarian monarchy in the centre, and to the left we have the forest realm, and to the left we have the desert realm. Desert realm is where the primary part of the story actually takes place. Ondar City, which is sort of near the top, is the capital of the Ondarian monarchy. It's not showing the mouse capture, so that's okay, we won't worry about that. But you can see Ondar there. It's named Ondar, but its full title is Ondar City, royal seat of the monarchy. Then you've got Garalos, which if you've seen chapter 5, Yaloma ASMR plays Duchess Isabeau, and the city of Garalos is her city. If you're familiar with chapter 4, Cordavia, and chapter 11 as well, Cordavia is the city of learning and is the home of Duchess, what was her name? Marguerite, as played by Black Cat Aura. And Atlas ASMR in chapter 11 voiced the Duke of Cordavia, Duke Octavius. So he was very kind to hello Cecilia, thank you for joining. We're just going through the maps and things that I've created for my series. Places we haven't actually places we have visited so far are Ondar, Garalos, Nicosia, Port Night Song in the top corner, again, you can't see my mouse, but you can see where it says Port Night Song, Necrotia, Cully, which is in the Desert Realm, and Gebelra. There's a number of places there's a lot of places we haven't visited yet. Trigon is another one in the lower left hand, near to the lower left hand corner. That plays a pivotal role in the story. Then you've got the smaller towns of Pavalon, Peveril, and Terrace. Yeah, I know. If I could get him back, if I could invite him back to play Octavius again, or a new character, that would be OMG. That would be the absolute. I've just readjusted my camera because I just realised I look orange in the picture. The lighting in here is not the greatest. There we go. I've just adjusted the lighting a bit to make it better, although it is in my eyes slightly. Yeah, so we've yet to even we've only skimmed the surface of the Forest Realm. Varuna is mentioned quite a bit. A couple of characters featured in Chapter 11 from Varuna, as Erica, as played by Miss Chic, and Astrala, as played by Jess K Creative ASMR. Hello, Miss Chic. Hello. We were just talking about your character from Chapter 11 when you played Erica, the Guardian, because this map is showing the you can't see a mouse, unfortunately. I have got the capture mouse option, but it doesn't quite work this way. So I did make this map on Incarnate. The link is further up in the chat. It's the three powers of the continent of Monarchy, where the story is set. Drevin is also known as Necrotia. That's the home of Lord Volkov, leader of the vampires. Tell me, why should I? I love doing the voices. Any excuse to drop in a voice. Pink, hello. And of course, Cully, which is the birthplace of Rafik. You see, every time my friend Pink comes into the conversation chat, I do feel I have to make an appearance, because I know she is so fond of my exploits, even though I am a bit of a rogue, but my heart is very much in the right place. I am not altogether irredeemable. I just find myself choosing the wrong sides at the wrong time. So, you know, I am not a bad man per se. I have done bad things, but in the end, I'm sure it will turn out exactly as it should, and Mistress Fate will have everything in place for me when the time comes. That's absolutely fine, Dappist. Please don't feel you need an app. You go get an app. Looking after yourself is much more important. Please. I know that. I've been ill. As you know, I was in hospital a few weeks ago, rushed in with an infected pancreas. I've got surgery now. I'm waiting for a date for my gallbladder to be removed. Get your priorities right, Miss Chic. Go get cake. Go get cake. Cake. Yes. Go get cake. Priorities are very important. So where was I? Yeah. So, this is the map. We haven't visited any of the cities in the Forest Realm. the town of Riverend, Turva, Nezra, Janos, Sarton, or Sarnia. Varuna gets mentioned a lot, and yes, it is pronounced. I am so happy that people do pronounce it as Varuna because that's how it is pronounced. Um, I am very, very careful about how I put if I put um, city names in my scripts. Um, I tend to use the term Cully for the town. I when I do mention the name in scripts for other people, I usually have them pronounce it as Calais, like the French coastal town just across, about 21 miles across from Dover. Um, so I've never had any issues with anyone saying Ondar or Cordavia. I think Gebel is the one that I always think people might struggle with. So I never try and mention. I always try and get people to say the capital of the desert realm. I tend to say Gebel because I know how it. I know it inside out as a town, as a city. Malakut, which is above, which is sort of parallel to Drevin and Ondar, is pronounced Malakut. You've got Vod, Hacknot, Netska, Fort Caldor, Fort Titan, Leviathan. I've already mentioned. Cordavia, Garalos, Taros, Terris, Pavalon, Peveril, Trigon. Sounds like a train journey, doesn't it? The next station is Garalos Central. There is no trains in this. But then you've got Port Cole, Port Allen, and of course Port Nightsong is the principal port of the Monarchy. You will find that Port Nightsong gets a lot of mention in the project as a location. Riverend will feature in the future, as will the Northridge Outpost. Excuse me. Riverend will be mentioned, will appear, as will the Northridge Outpost. As I said, Necrotia plays a huge role because of the vampires. We haven't visited any of the forts yet. They will be playing a part in the future. There will be more forts along the way because we haven't got to the real heart of the story. We're still very much in the first sort of season. If this was a series, we'd still be in the first season because this is following the diplomat on their journey to be free of the curse of the Tyrant King, and season 1 will kind of end, I'm thinking, on a cliffhanger, and then we take it from there. We go big. How we're going to do what I'm thinking for that in ASMR terms, I don't quite know, but we can make it work. If I could get enough people on board throughout this entire series. So far I've got characters for up to chapter 34. I've got ideas for chapter 35 onwards. I've written an 18-page timeline which I will be typing up and I will be making available on my Patreon. £1 a month. I will plug it here now. £1 a month, which I think is something like $1.25 or something like that. It's not a lot. But you get full access to everything that's behind the scenes. I don't do tiers. I did try a tier. I did have a £1 tier and a £5 tier, but I kind of felt like I would be, it would be so unfair to everyone who paid the £1 tier not to see what the £5 tier was getting. So I deleted the £5 tier. Everyone can support me at the same price, and get the full treatment, the full 5-star treatment, as I call it. because you deserve it. You're helping me by supporting my content and my channel, and I am so appreciative of that. Every single subscriber, every single participant, thank you, and thrice thank you. You make this channel. This channel carries my face and my name, but without you, this channel would not be the success. And I mean that to everyone who participates as well. This channel would not exist if I didn't have the love and support that I do from you in the community, in the ASMR community, because you have embraced my dream and helped me make it a reality, and I am honestly so thankful and grateful for that. It really has become something truly special, because it's not just one person doing the story. It has become an entire group of people, and it to me feels like I've created my own, as a nod towards the Mushroom Theatre Company, as founded by Yaloma, Crystal Ball, Tamara, official Tamara, official Tamarin ASMR, official Raina Tamarin ASMR, I should say, and Jess K Creative ASMR. They created the Mushroom Theatre, and in a way, as a nod to them, I've kind of called my ensemble the Ondarian, theatre company, or the Society of Players, or whatever. I'm still working on the name for it. I tell you what, I'm going to go and get a drink. I need another drink. I'm getting a bit dry, so I will just pause the camera and put some music on, and then I don't know if you're still here, Julie. If you want to fill people in on what's going on with the project whilst I'm not here, please do. It's not a secret project. Anyone who's watching the chat you see at this point whilst I'm away will be able to see it, and if you're really interested in becoming part of it, please drop me a line. There's still plenty of time, there's still plenty of space, but please discuss it. Please don't keep it to yourselves. That's the whole point of my project. I want people to participate, and this particular one I think is something unique. So I'm just going to go and get a drink, possibly a soft drink this time, and I will see you on the other side. I am still here, by the way. I'm just trying to I will be muting my microphone. I'm just trying to sort out a playlist, so bear with. The bear is funny. Hey, waka waka. Kevin McLeod. There we go. There'll probably be lots of different music playing, but let's see, what can we had Minstrel Guild earlier on, so yes, let's just make sure this, there we go. Yep, perfect. So I will see you shortly. And as I said, Julie, if you want to fill people in on what we're doing and everything, please feel free to do so, because if we can get more people on board, that would be fantastic. So I'll be a few minutes, and I will speak to you later. Well, shortly, in fact, in a few minutes. So won't be long. guess who's back? I wasn't gone as long as I thought, really. That track only must have only been gone about 3 minutes, because that was about 3 minutes 6 seconds. That track. That was Lord of the Land by Kevin MacLeod from filmmusic.io. Not one I usually use in my videos. I kind of have my set soundtrack. So let's get the camera back on. And there we go. There we go. You can hear me. I have a vegan mince pie. No dairy, no gluten, gluten-free, dairy-free, suet-free. You know, it uses all natural ingredients and things. So I am happy. Are you happy? I am back with my mince pie and my Vimto. I have Vimto. Hopefully that has not there we go. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. With a mince pie. How do people do that? You know, mukbang, 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 mukbang. Sound like a duck. Excuse me whilst I know it's not the most professional thing to actually eat on a live stream, but I really fancied a mince pie, and I've got some in the I've got some in the cupboard that are suitable for me and my diet. So yes, that is pretty much the map that I've got other maps as well. I'm sure I can do this. Sorry. Let's see. What can I show you that's been made public? Yes, I will do. I have got all the accreditation lists. I have got all the accreditation stuff that I use for Lord of War and Heartache anyway, because I use a lot of Kevin MacLeod music. Let's see. Where is... yes. Port Night Song. So this one that's about to come up on the screen only appeared once, very briefly, in my International Talk Like a Pirate Day video, and as you can see, it's quite an occupied town. It's called Port Night Song, and the Rusty Halibut is the pub where the story took place, featuring the mad Captain Tellers, Wilberforce Tellers, because it was my excuse to talk like a pirate. International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Ooh, no, that's a farmer. Yar, talk like a pirate for a day. So that was my thing. I really would like to revisit Wilberforce Tellers. He really has a lot of potential as a pirate captain. mind you, he would probably be more at home with at Port Allen rather than Port Nightsong. Port Nightsong is quite a legitimate sort of place. Port Allen is more like your sort of place of trouble, things like that. So, you know, it's. But obviously, we've got the sort of ghost, the abandoned part of the town at the top left hand, and obviously the marketplace, sort of at the very edge of the coast of the sea. Sometimes it's called the Uncharted Sea, sometimes it's called the Uncharted Ocean, depending on who you're talking to. All the stone buildings are dwarven, although dwarfs don't actually appear in the project per se. That I don't have like a conventional fantasy sort of concept. I don't have. The elves are mentioned, but the people of the forest realm are descended from the elves. They're not actually elves. It will get explained in a later project chapter. I've got it all worked out. That's the thing. I have it all planned out in advance. It's just finding people to get on board, and help me. Really, I can't do this on my own. As you can see, this world has become far bigger than I ever anticipated. I can show you. I can even possibly show you the rusty halibut. It was a photograph I actually took myself, and I obviously put a sign in front of it. Where is it? Graphics. The World of Lord War and Heartache. It comes under the. No, we don't want PNGs. We want JPEGs. That's City of Necrotia. Krogan, Andar, Desert Realm. Loads of Desert Realm. Loads of Forest Realm. Dreamtopia, which we're not seeing yet because that would be spoilers. There's a few people I need to get in touch with who are meant to be involved in chapters 17 and 18, but they haven't got back to me. But they did approach me about interest. So I've visited a number of times in the recent past a place called the Wealden Downland Open Air Museum in West Sussex, United Kingdom. And it's all buildings that have been rescued from demolition, permanent demolition. And they've been rebuilt at this living museum. It is basically a living museum. And there's this Tudor building, or medieval building, that I felt was perfect to represent the rusty halibut. Well, first of all, I'll show you what I used for Port Nightsong, if I can find the photo. Because I have reorganised all my photos that I took for the project. Was that the one I used? No, I don't think it was. Isn't it irritating when you can't find what you're looking for? Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding.
ding 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 ring ding 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 ding. I think it was that one I used. No, it's the wrong angle, completely the wrong angle. But I'll give you an idea. So in a sec, you will see it. You will see it. What I work with. So we are live. So see, I see everything that happens before you do. Okay, so this is from the Wilden Downland Open Air Museum, and excuse me, I have got something irritating my eye. It's itching like crazy. So yeah, what you see here is medieval buildings from the obviously the medieval period that have been rescued from permanent demolition and rebuilt on site. Ignore the brick building with the 2 windows at the back of the nearest medieval building, because that's actually a toilet block. A 21st or a 20th, 21st century toilet block. So we don't want to even consider that one. I will try and find the photograph that I adapted so you can get an idea of what I adapted. So I need to find on Darian Monarchy again. So yeah, please do continue chatting amongst yourselves. I absolutely love to see. I've gone posh again. I've gone absolutely posh again. Oh dear. You know, I'm not talking like my normal self. I've gone posh. Oh, I've gone posh. Who's being creepy? I am being creepy. Is that what you're saying, Amanda? Winky, winky. Ugh, my eye is watering. My voice has become rich and fruity. Oh, I say. Sub-Lieutenant Phillips is proud. If I can find the photo that I adapted, I can find the original photo from the original angle. Right, that's the adapted photo, so I may be able to find the original photo. I think that is actually the angle. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is not. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding. Sorry, I just make up little tunes in my head, and then I just sing them out loud, you know. That tune doesn't actually exist except for in my head. I just get random songs that don't exist, and I kind of make them up. Yeah, well, that gives you an idea. What you're seeing on screen in front of you gives you an idea of what it actually looks like. But this is the image that I adapted with a few extra buildings that are actually on the site to kind of make it look a bit more like how I think Port Night Song would look. So we'll go with that. It's a slightly different angle, but it gives you the idea. So what you'll notice is I have blocked out the toilet block and added a few extra buildings. So when that picture changes, you will see what I'm seeing. And you will see how my artwork there we go. So this is becoming a bit like a slideshow. So that the building at the back behind the sort of 3-tiered building with the sort of shop at the bottom,
isn't actually there as you saw in the previous photo. That is actually added, and the building on the furthest far side of that building isn't there either. That's another building that I've put in to hide up a number of modern buildings. So that is what I use to represent Port Knightsong, the coastal town. That is pretty much the central hub of the town. As I said, that is an actual sort of shop front there. You can't see the mouse, of course, but you can see the building where it juts out. You know, one level juts out further than the next beneath it. At the very bottom, there's like a large square hole. That is actually an apothecary's shop. I think I have a photo of the interior, so bear with me. It might not have been an apothecary. I can't say apothecary. Apothecary. But it will give you an idea of what's inside, and I would like to use it as a backdrop at some point. This is what I love about these live streams. I can actually do things and share with you some of my photography, you know, and that is this what you're seeing on screen at the moment is actually multiple photographs that I've adapted to my own use. Well, I think my dad's just gone to bed, so I better lower the volume on my speaking. So we will go a bit quieter. Where is it? What am I looking for? So I'll go through the buildings as we go. If I can't find what I'm looking for, don't worry. I can always share them on Twitter. This building that's just coming up is actually the building I used to adapt the previous photo. I just changed its angle. It'll change in a second so you can see what I'm seeing. I love this. This is what I love about OBS. I can actually... has it changed yet? No, it hasn't. Not for you, anyway. There we go. So this picture here is what I used as part of a building that doesn't exist in the previous photo. I just changed the angle, edited it so that, you know, this bit, most of this was gone. So I just took the building and cut it out of this photo and pasted it in place. I took the fence as well. So I'm quite proud. You know, I do a lot of cutting and pasting. I do a great deal of cutting and pasting. How I kind of managed to get that tree not... I bet you that tree's actually seen. I've never noticed that tree in that place there before, but you know, I think I might have recoloured. It. We can but see. It doesn't matter because it only makes a very brief appearance in the one chapter that it actually appeared in. So it doesn't make any kind of major difference. No, don't go there. That's something. Oh, excuse me. I do beg your pardon. Most unprofessional, you silly boy. You silly unprofessional twisted boy, you silly twisted boy, you. Oh, I am a silly twisted boy. Okay, so, right, good, yes. This is the photograph I used for the exterior of the Rusty Halibut in Port Nightsong. Just going to move my camera down there so you can see me. There we go. So in a sec it will change for you and you will see what I'm seeing. I hope. I would like to make it apparent now that I do actually make all these photographs available to ASM artists for use in their fantasy videos and their historical role plays. So, you know, I do make these absolutely available for free because they're my photographs. I can do what I want with them. So, yeah, I'm happy for you to contact me on Twitter, Instagram, email me greatwesternfanatic@gmail.com, all lowercase, and I can arrange to digitally send them over. So, you know, I make them available to everyone. So this is very quickly the exterior of the Rusty Halibut pub that appears in the Talk Like a Pirate special. We will change that very quickly. I don't think it's at that exact angle though. I don't think the photo I adapted is that exact angle, so let's have a quick... But I know it's the Rusty Halibut. Monarchy. It should be here somewhere. I think it is this one that I adapted into the Rusty Halibut though, because I actually made a sign for it. No, that's not it. If I can find it with the pub sign, you can see the adaptation. I mean, it's a very basic adaptation because obviously, as you can see in the photo on the screen, there is no pub sign there. He says, scritching his head. I have an itchy scalp at the moment. I think I'm using cheap shampoo and I think it's affecting my scalp. There we go. So same photo, but with the addition of a pub sign. I was right. Yes, I can hear my voice. My God, it's beautiful. Yeah, you'll see the difference in a sec because it'll be the same picture but with a fake pub sign. It's quite a simple update. Yeah, hello. Thank you for joining. There we go. It's just changed. So that's now sort of representing the Rusty Halibut tavern or pub or something from Port Nightsong. I've got a couple of other videos I've got in the pipeline. To think this whole live stream was going to be me trying to record some voiceover stuff, and in the end it's become the treasure trove that is my artwork basically for my project for the Lord of War and Heartache. I have a lot of creative artwork that I've thrown together. Really, I've got to show you this because no one really got to see it in its full glory. As you know, Julie and I both appeared in Chapter 16. I was the dream programmer. Now, the thing is, no one really got to see the full extent of my background. It was lost to the audience because obviously I was sitting in front of it. So this is my background in its full glory that you didn't actually get to see the whole of, and I am so proud of this because I spent hours piecing all these bits together and finding all the bits and actually making it look good. I'm just going to shrink this if I can. There we go, and I'll just move myself up to the top right hand corner. I'll move myself up to the centre. There we go. And as you can see with Chapter 16, because I was sat in front of it, you never actually got to see it. You never got to see what was behind me. And also it was partially sort of blurred because... But I am so proud of this background because I spent ages recolorizing it, editing the imagery, adding the little details like the cogs at the back, the sort of strange horned insect-like emblem between them, the masks, the machinery on each side, you know, and all the cogs and extra bits at the bottom on the panels. Even the switches and things at the back on the panels are extra things I added through sort of bits of artwork I found. Hello Marigold, thank you. Marigold, hello. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so this is the background that if you've seen Chapter 16 with my video, my first ever video for the series, this is basically what you missed because I was in front of it, and I am so proud of this. It's my steampunk background, and you know, I spent ages. I must have spent about 3 or 4 hours on this, recolorizing, re-editing every little detail to try and make it look less like a computer bank and more like a, you know, a steampunk. Even the roof that looks like it's open to the sky is something that I added. I took off the original industrial roof and put in like a Victorian piece. So you know, I love this background so much because it was the first. It's the first thing I've ever created for an actual video for my channel. You know, as one of my characters. Oh, that's okay, Minnie. We all have internet. Oh, believe me, Minnie. There is nothing that needs to be forgiven. It's not you. It's your internet. You know, it is. If you want to DM me and let you know and just talk it through as friends, please DM me. I'm okay with people dipping in and out. You know, it's not compulsory that people stay or go or anything like that. You know, life happens. That's why I'm so accepting of people, you know, having to withdraw from Lord of War and the Heartache, because life happens. It does. It really does. And I think anyone who holds it against anyone is in the wrong. You can't hold everything that happens against individuals, because that is when the negativity just starts to flow. And there's too much negativity in this world. We need positivity. We honestly need positivity. And I will never, ever hold anything against anyone for not being, here, or not being able to be here, because you have lives. You have your own lives to lead. This isn't these live streams and this channel, I've said it so many times before, is not about me. Yes, I have shared my artwork and my maps with you this evening, which is my creativity. But the thing is, it's not purely about me. You are my community. You are the people that matter the most regarding this channel. Without you, this channel cannot exist. Without you, I have no purpose. You give me purpose. And I honestly am so grateful to every single one of you who join. Even if you disappear after 5 minutes, thank you so much for being here. It really is so important to me to know that you're here, and you are more important than I will ever be. Every single one of you will be more important than I'll ever be. I could end up being the biggest ASM artist in the world, but in truth, it's not. It will never be about me. It will always be about the people that put me where I am, and I am so grateful to you. I honestly am. I can't say it enough. I really, really can't, because so many of you have become dear, dear friends to me, and I appreciate you all. It really. You've changed my life, to be honest. You've all walked in. Sorry, I've got to have a drink because my throat is so dry. You have all walked into my world, and what was once darkness became light. And cheesy as that sounds, I went through incredibly dark times in my younger days. This is why I'm so passionate about seeing my channel evolve and grow. This is why I believe in what I create. This is why I feel so strongly about my story, because I have the belief, I have the drive, I have the motivation, I have the imagination. This channel is not about me. It's about you, the viewer. It's about you enjoying the story. The whole point of The Lord of War and Heartache has always been to tell a story, because that has always been my ambition, and I'm just going to increase my screen again. I'm bringing me back into large perspective, because I want to be able to see myself doing this. The day that I finally hit 500 subscribers is the day I finally get that community tab. It used to be 1,000, and they've reduced it to 500. The day I get that community tab is the day this channel takes on a whole new perspective. That's the day I start working on the next phase of the Lord of War and Heartache. That is when I start pushing the boundaries of storytelling. That is when I start to think more about where the story is going. I've already got 18 pages of a timeline that I need to type up, but I can't do anything until I achieve my goal. I will be confirming all deadlines for all projects. Amanda, please don't worry about that. I want to get Christmas out of the way. I want to get my surgery out of the way. You know, I have been through a lot in 2021. I've been hospitalised. I've lived through physical pain. I've lived through mental trauma. I've worked so hard to get this far, and that is why I am so passionate. I sometimes I wonder if people. I sometimes wonder if there are people out there who just wonder why I am the way I am. But I have been, throughout my entire life, I have been through so much trauma, so much pain, so much suffering, so much anger, so much hatred, so much vengefulness. I don't deny any of that. I went through hell. I have been through hell and back. I have faced the Dark Lord himself in the eyes and survived. You might think that's extreme comparison and thought, but in my mind, that is how it's been with my entire life. I have fought. I have had to fight for everything in my life. I have had to I have had to prove myself time and time and time again just to get ahead in life, because people just thought so badly of me. They thought I couldn't be anything. They thought I couldn't do anything. They thought I couldn't be anyone. They told me that. They looked me in the eye and told me that I would never make it in this world. I would be a failure at everything I do. And, when you're told that as a teenager, I'm 37 now. When you're told that as a teenager, it destroys you so much. I was destroyed as a teenager, as a human being. My dignity, my beliefs, everything was stripped away from me. I was humiliated. I was mentally tortured. I was made to feel like the smallest person on the planet. It was absolute. That is why I work so hard to prove wrong the people who have wronged me, to make them realise that I can be someone, I can be who I am, but I can't do it without a strong community. I don't do it for fame. I don't do it for fortune or glory or anything like that. What I do is to show the world who I am,
what I am, why I am, how I am. And in all honesty, every time I lose a subscriber, my heart breaks so much, because it just reminds me of all the things they told me back in the day, of how much of a failure I would become. The fact that my channel, I know people come and go, and I don't hold them against it, but there's always that little part of my past, that PTSD, whatever you want to call it, post-traumatic stress, whatever, that sticks with me, because it just... I'm driven because I want to prove these people wrong. I am so driven because I want them to know that I am more successful than they ever told me I would be. I honestly believe in everything I do, everything I create, everything I say, everything I write, every character I build is... Thank you, Marigold. I really appreciate that. My world was destroyed many, many years ago. I could have been whoever I wanted to be. And when you're an autistic teenager, being told that you will never make it in life because no one will want you, no one will care for you, no one will believe you, no one will want to even employ you because of what you are, that is soul destroying. That is... I may as well have just died right there and then. I really just think my world came to an end. The world that I had came to an end in my teenage years. I was made to feel like nothing. And that was the Senko, the one person that was supposed to help me. And I've told this story time and time and time again on Twitter, because I want people to know they are not alone if they're going through the same thing I did. It is so... every time I talk about it, the pain floods back. But I know I have to, because it just is there for people to make comparison with. It's been over 20 years now, and I can't do anything about it now. It's too late. But if I can help others learn to realise they are not alone, that there are people who went through what they're going through, then that gives them hope, because they know they can survive, they can continue existing, they can rebuild, they can recover, they can repair. The pain will always be there, the torment will always be there, but you can learn to navigate around them. You can learn to build your inner strength and fight against your demons. I still have my demons. I can never be rid of them. I will never be rid of them. It's what's defined me for so many years. And that is why I am the way I am. Why I'm so passionate about friendship, about love, about caring for others, about kindness. Because I didn't experience that in my education. I didn't experience the support I should have had all those years ago. And that's the thing. That is the thing. That is why I am the way I am. And if people don't want to believe that, fine. Please disbelieve that. Don't, if you don't want to believe that's who I am, if you think I'm putting on an act, you're more than welcome to believe that, because I am not putting on an act. I will never put on an act. I would gladly look you in the eye right now. I am looking directly down the camera at you if you're watching this back on replay, because I know that everyone that is in that chat screen right now does not have a shadow of doubt about who I am, because they have gotten to know me, they have gotten to understand me, they have gotten to know the way I think, how I react, how I respond. And that's the truth. I have lived with this torment for I'm 37 now. I started secondary school in 1995 at the age of 11. I left at the age of 15 with GCSEs. I didn't turn 16 until the July of 2000, so I left school at the age of 15. I was there for 5 years, and it was 5 years of suffering, pain, torment, bullying. I was locked in cupboards. I had items of clothing stolen. I had lunch stolen, things like that. I had so much. People just made my life so difficult, so I have no good memories of secondary school, no good memories at all. I was a complete loner. I was made to feel unwelcome. I was made to be. I was humiliated every day, absolutely humiliated every day. I was made to stand in corridors facing the wall with my back to other students, as they walked past. I could hear them sniggering and talking to each other about me. It was so painful. And I had to fight every day. I had to fight against myself, my own emotions. And that wore me down. They broke me. They broke my spirit, which is what they wanted to do. They may have broken my spirit, but they never broke me as a person. I even had bits of paper blown down my ears. I had stones thrown in my eyes. I was nearly blinded. I was nearly deafened. I was tripped up on the playground, and no one would do anything about it. No one would listen. I knew they didn't want me there. I knew from day one they didn't want me there, because I wasn't part of their plan. Allegedly I was their first autistic student, and I was made to feel miserable every weekday for 5 years. Every single detention, every single act of humiliation they'd put against me, I can never forgive them. I can move on, and I have moved on, but forgiveness is almost impossible for me. I can never forgive them for what they did to me. And to say to me these very words, one day you will thank me for all of this. No, I will never thank you. I have nothing to thank you for. I will never, ever say those words. They will never pass forth my lips apart from when I'm reiterating them, talking about everything that happened. Because I don't ever want that person to hear those words. I want them to hear how much pain, suffering and aggravation they caused me. The fact that they almost encouraged the constant bullying, the threats, the hatred, the bigotry. They have a lot to answer for, and I very much doubt I'll ever get those answers. I very much doubt I will ever get the satisfaction that they have at least some level of remorse for what they did to me. But I will never know, because I have chosen to live my life. I have chosen to be who I am. I am not like them. I will never be like them. Excuse me. Even in the moment, I still remain polite. Yeah, so no. My response to them is no. Kindness, care, love, hope, peace, light, everything I stand for is because I refuse to be like them. I refuse to follow in their footsteps because they tried to turn me into them as well. They wanted me to be bitter, and yes, I am bitter, but not in the sense that they hoped for. They wanted to make an example of me, and they hoped that through their actions they would turn me into a monster. They wanted to create a monster out of me. But in fact, what they actually came up with was something far different. Compassion, love, hope. I keep saying that because I believe it. I believe in everything. You know, everything I do with heart. I do with soul. I do with spirit. I do with whatever I need to. Now, I'm sure there's people watching this back and going, oh, he's putting on an act. Fine. Absolutely fine for you to say that. I respect you as a human being, and I have no quarrel with you. I won't interact with you because I don't have time of day for, the time of day for you. But granted, I respect your opinion. I respect your thoughts and ideas. I just don't want to interact with you, because I would be wasting my time with anyone who had that thought. I would be wasting my energy, and I can be putting my energy towards good, towards helping people, towards even entertaining them. And that is what is so important to me. That is everything I stand for. That is why I am so passionate about my channel, why I'm so passionate about my channel growing. It's not because it's about me. It's about community. It's about friendship. It's about the love that we have for each other as friends. It's about the unwritten code of sibling style caring. Each of us are like brothers and sisters. We look out for each other like we would our own siblings, and that is everything to me.
Excuse me. Now I know this is the thing that I get so passionate about. But it's the truth. It's the honest truth. I'm all about truth. This channel is all about truth. The irony is, yes, it is about a fictional story, but the bedrock of that story is love, light, hope, peace, truth, understanding, equality, inclusion, 100% inclusion. Everyone is invited to be part of it, no matter who they are, no matter where they come from, what language they speak, what they look like. I don't care. I honestly don't care. And I don't say that to be cruel, or what I mean is, I want everyone to be part of this world. I want everyone to be part of my world. I want people to be able to feel they can approach me and talk to me. I want that community. I want to build upon that. I have an amazing community already. It's huge on Twitter, absolutely huge. Not just ASM artists, but multiple communities. And that is so special to me, absolutely special, because I talk to so many people from so many different walks of life. And, yeah. We've got rather deep, haven't we, really? Yeah, I guess we've got quite deep. But the thing is, once I start talking like this, and I make no apologies, because I've spent my entire life apologising for things I've not even done. False accusations made against me, and yet I've never had an apology in return because of them. I have never received an apology from anyone who caused me torment or pain or suffering. I've just had to live my life. I've had to fight to get where I am in this world today, because I have not had the compassion and kindness shown to me in the past that was due to me. It could have been so much different if at school I was just treated like a human being instead of a monster or something that had just crawled out of the sewer. But no, it didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way at all. It's the truth though, Billy. I have to let others know they are not alone in this world if they're going through it now, because they need to know there is someone out there who understands, who knows the feelings, the emotion, the thoughts, the darkness. There was so much darkness that I had to crawl through. Every day was a battle against my dark side. There were so many times when I thought I would let my dark side win just to be free of the torment I went through. And that is, I can't explain how hard it was to just turn up to school every school day
Let them get on with it. Go home. I didn't even tell my parents what I was going through because I was terrified. I was absolutely petrified of repercussions, of things just being made worse. I was miserable. I honestly say that. I was so depressed, so angry. I was angry at myself because I thought I was the one to blame. I thought it was all my fault. I thought it was because I wasn't like everyone else. I might DM you after this, actually, if that's okay. I think I might just want to talk with a friend, really. This stream has kind of not fallen apart, but it's become a real truth. It's become so much more than just it's become a truth. I want this live stream, this part of the live stream, to be a beacon for those who are going through darkness in their own lives. I want them to know I'm here. I want them to be part of that community, to know that there is someone out there who wants to share their story and show that they understand. It's not just me being somebody, it's me being me, it's me being true to myself. It's me understanding myself, knowing who I am. And I know who I am now. I know exactly who I am and why I am and what I am and how I am. I understand that now so much because of the times I've shared my story with other people and they have gone, I have had similar experiences, or that didn't happen to me in that way, but I understand what you're saying. I understand your pain, your suffering, your torment. All I ever really wanted to hear were two little words. 2 words. Or 3 if you want to be, proper. And those words are, I'm sorry. That's all I ever wanted to hear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I put you through. I'm sorry for what I said to you. I'm sorry for all the lies I made up about you. That's all I ever want to hear. That's all I've ever wanted to hear. The truth. The real truth. Not their truth. The real, honest truth. The fact that they knew they were in the wrong. The fact that they knew everything they were doing was wrong. I just wanted them to know how I feel about them. I don't wish them ill will. I don't wish revenge. I don't wish even vengeance. I just want them to understand how much pain and suffering they put me through for 5 years. 5 long years. When I left in 2000, at the age of 15, I was broken. I didn't even know I was broken. It took nearly 20 years for everything to finally fall apart. And I had to start finding myself again because I just didn't know who I was. And now 2 years later, in 2021, I have answers. I have the answers I never thought I'd get. I am me. I am who I am. There is no other way of being myself.
All I wanted was the words, "I'm sorry." That's all I ever wanted to hear. And I know I've already said that. I know I've already explained that. But those two words are so important to me because when said truthfully, honestly, and with compassion, they mean so much. Just hearing them say, "I'm sorry," like that, will be hollow. It will be so hollow. It'll be an empty gesture. It will be everything. It will be everything that I'm not. I would not accept their apology at all because it would not reflect everything they've done. It would not reflect everything they did to try and destroy me. Some might even say I'm airing my dirty laundry, but in reality, what I'm doing is sharing my emotions, my feelings, my soul. I am pouring my entire soul into this because there is nothing else I can pour. There is nothing else. When I started in this community, I had nothing. I have friends, I have things that I can show for, but as a human being, as a living human being with a soul, I had absolutely nothing. I had no identity. I had no knowledge of myself. I came in a blank canvas, an absolute blank canvas, and I just realised that I needed to find myself. I absolutely needed to find myself, and now I have. And that's the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me. I know who I am and why I am and what I am and how I am. I have those answers. I have those answers after so long because I have finally been allowed to be myself. I have finally been allowed to be who I'm supposed to be instead of being told I can't be anybody. I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't go there, I can't go here, I can't be someone, I can't be with someone. I was told I would be lucky if I ever even got offered a job. I was told I would be lucky if I was even looked at by another human being, with loving eyes. Because apparently I deserved nothing. I deserved nothing at all. Because I was different. Because I stood out amongst the crowd. Because people would never believe me for who I am. I am so grateful for this community that I have built up. I am so genuinely grateful for all my friends. So much. Because you mean the world to me. You absolutely... The way you come out and show your compassion, and not just as ASM artists, I'm talking about real human emotion and friendship. That means so much to me. The fact that you join me almost every week. The fact that you, Amanda, make me laugh so much. That means the world to me. That means the absolute world to me. Because no one ever before even thought about letting me permit myself to laugh, to even smile. You know, it became, you know, it was like they were just treating me like a machine. And I'm a human being. I am a genuine human being. I think on that note, I think we've gone over we're literally at the 3 hour 20 minute mark anyway, so it's been a long night. It's 20 past 11. I really do need to get some sleep. I'm such a fool. I don't know where to take this live stream any further. I don't know where to take this now. It's gone. We've gone too far down the rabbit hole. I think it's for the best that we close this off for the evening. It's become too deep and too meaningful, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a genuinely good way. Because I am so grateful for every single one of you in the chat. I'm so grateful for every single person I've become friends with in all the communities I am involved in as either someone who is directly involved or, you know, as an ally. You know, it makes such a huge difference to me to know you're there, to know that you're taking a genuine interest in my life and helping me through the dark times. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Even if you're watching this back, even if you've just skipped ahead to see the highlights of this live stream on its page, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say that word enough. There is no limitation to how many times I can say thank you before I can't say it anymore. I'm going to end this stream, but I think we should end it on a positive note. And knowing you're here is so truly special to me. You mean so much to me. I don't say I love you enough, but I genuinely love every single one of you. Like a brother, like a sister, like, you know, my dearest friends. You know, you mean the world to me. You all mean so much to me. And I genuinely mean that from the very base of my heart. You are all incredibly special friends and people to me. Put it this way, when I finally get round to meeting every single one of you in person, you are all getting the biggest hug you've ever received. I guarantee that. I absolutely guarantee that. One day when we all finally get to meet up in person, even if I have to meet each one of you individually, you are all getting such a huge hug from me, because you mean so much to me as friends. You really do. Thank you. I'm gonna close this stream off, I think. At least we've ended it on a positive note, because I don't think I really knew how else to end it. Thank you so much, Minnie. Please, please, please do DM me. We can talk this through afterwards. I'm still going to be awake for a while, but please, 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 please do message me. I could do with a chat. I wish you good night. I will wish every single one of you good night and thank you. I think, yeah, all the best for now. I will post a quick message in the chat screen and say, you know, good night and all that. So hopefully I will see you next week at the next live stream. So all the very best for now.